Hi everybody, where you been? I bet you've been wondering where I was. I've got a little bit of coconut oil. I'm gonna bring y'all up to date, and I'm gonna can up some turkey. I put a little coconut oil on my seal of my Presto. I'm gonna use my Presto canner today. I went ahead and put my carcasses. I got 2 turkey carcasses. I had our turkey carcass, and then my daughter sent over her turkey carcass. And I put them in my large crock pot, and I cooked them down for 48 hours. And after that, I put them in, I skimmed off all the bone, and I had put onions and garlic and all that kind of stuff in there. So I separated that from the liquid and put it in this pot right here and stuck it back in my back refrigerator. And then this morning I pulled it out and I skimmed the fat off the top, and I've got it on the stove, and it's heating up over here. And I've got my canner over here with the water in it, and my lids in the back. Go ahead and turn this on low. And I've also, in my crock pot now, I have a ham bone that she sent over. So I'll do ham bone broth also. I always put a little bit of this oil on my seal. And of course, after I use it, my canner, I soapy wash it all off and store it. I take the seal out because you don't want to set the seal and store it that way on there. May damage it. So, where have I been? I've been here, and it's been busy. We haven't had the virus, but we've had other illnesses, just little ones. I had told y'all a long time ago my grandson lost his good job, paying job, because of the virus and all. And so he finally lost his apartment. So we moved him in here with us, of course. We got him a storage to put most of his stuff in. So I had a lot of stuff anyway, but there's a lot of stuff now that we just haven't found a place for. But he had gotten some side jobs, and when he needed to pack and move, there was no one but me. So he had packed up quite a bit of stuff before he started the side job. And so I went over there and cleaned and packed the place up. And that showed him how it was supposed to be left when he left. He had 1 month, and he would have been there the whole year, his whole lease term. But we just couldn't do it. We couldn't, do that month and help him with the other bills that he needed. So anyway, that's how it happened, and it's all fine. He was so happy last night he came in. He was like, oh, I got a job. He's going to be a ranch hand. And I think he said he goes off for about 5 days and comes home for a couple of days, or goes off for a week and comes home for a couple of days, which is good because he can see Ava. So Ava comes over and wears Nanny out. She's here every other weekend and sometimes more for his visitation. We're supposed to get her for a long run for Christmas, but health-wise, I don't know if I can do that long run without Frankie being here. So I'm just gonna show y'all a few things, and we'll talk and can up this turkey bone broth. I went ahead this year and put some stuff out from Miss Ava. We did some decoration on the tables. My sister gave me, she also moved right after Frankie. I got the fireplace going. she gave me these end tables and a coffee table. And that smoke stand there was my grandfather's. And we got Ava the little rocking chair. I went ahead and bought one of those skinny Christmas trees. I have a great big huge one that I put up in the front living room, but my front living room is full of fishing stuff and a little bit of Ava's stuff and a lot of Frankie's stuff. But anyway, all those are her toys that I just don't have any place to put them. You know how that goes. Do y'all like my fireplace? We got her some little stickers that go on the refrigerator. And all this mess right here is food from Frankie's house. My pantry is full, so there's just no place to put it. And we put a little one over there, a little Christmas tree on the back door for her. Yeah, this is my ham bones, slow cooking down today. Around 2 will be 48 hours, so I'll take it out and separate the solids from the liquid and put the liquid in the ice box to let the fats rise to the top so I can take the fat off. And I will pressure can those up tomorrow. Okay, I have my jars in the water, hot water, my preparation area. And it sounds like our broth is about to come up to boil. Now our broth is a real, sorry for shaking, our broth will be a real dark, rich looking broth. We're going to be canning the turkey bone broth for 25 minutes at 10 pounds, well, at 11 pounds of pressure for the presto. I got this little weight that's a 10 pounder, but it really pushes like 11 pounds. And it keeps it steady that way. I got it off of Amazon. You can do 15, 10, or with none of the rings on it, it's 5. And then it comes with these 2 rings here. They're 5 each. So I'm going to do 10 pounds of pressure for 25 minutes for quart. If you were doing pints, it would be 20 minutes. But I'm doing quart, so it's 25 minutes. How was y'all's Thanksgiving? I actually put all my Christmas tree and a lot of the decorations up before Thanksgiving this year. With the big virus going around, I just, felt that I wanted to do that. I think a lot of people are doing that. Even though we were so busy. It's been a hard year. And I think it's been that way for everybody. We lost my my nephew a few months ago, and he was early 40s and suffered from Crohn's disease. My sister is devastated. And I love her dearly. My sister's like my mom, too. My mama died when I was a little girl, when I was little. I never knew my mom. My sister played a big role in my life as my mom, with some other women that were wonderful in my life also as my mom. But I wish I could take her pain. I've never seen such pain in my life. It hurts me dearly. But it's awful. Y'all pray for her. Please pray for her. Okay, I can hear this rumbling. Rumbling. And I know a lot of people have lost loved ones this year. Right when the big virus hit, it took my neighbor next door and some other people that were close that I knew. One of my girlfriend's daughter lost her mother-in-law, which was young, healthy woman. But anyway, we're fixing to have a vaccine, and I hope it works. Yes, I do. Oh, it smells so good, it makes me hungry. Yesterday, I took some of the turkey we had and some turkey broth, bone broth, and I used carrots, onions, garlic, cilantro, potatoes, cabbage, and I'm sure there's some other things that I'm forgetting, and seasoned it and cooked it, made a big pot of soup, and then I made bread. Some bread for dip, toasted it. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It really was good. And we had that for supper last night, and I'm sure we'll have that for lunch today. My husband's been treating himself this year, which he usually doesn't. He went down and bought this air fryer, and it does a few other things. I've got it pushed away from my oven right now, but I usually kind of center it right there. When we use it, since it gets warm around it, we pull it out and plug it in. I don't keep it plugged in. He also bought him a new gun and some pants and all that. I guess he's feeling festive. This to a boil, so I'm gonna pull my my jars out of the hot water. Warm jar to warm liquid. Start jarring this up. Liquid gold. It's what everybody, ooh, 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 ooh. And don't just do what I just did. That's hot. I made a mess. Okay, we're gonna fill these quart jars up to this first little ring right here is about, why do I keep doing that? Keep spilling it over. Is about an inch. That's what we want. We want an inch headspace. Maybe I just need to slow down. I'm going too fast. This morning I do that sometimes. This morning was one of our good mornings, so I'm like taking advantage of how I feel. Get her done. Let's see if I can. Yeah, this one, if it doesn't burn me. Set this one over here. I need another paper towel. Hang on just a second. Okay, I'm going to dip my paper towel in this vinegar. Now I'm going to clean the rim of the jar real good to remove any of the oils or anything that may be on it. And reach back here and get me a warm lid. Don't boil the lids. I just heat them to kind of heat the seal around it, the rubber seal. And then we're just going to go fingertip tight. Be careful, you'll burn yourself. And let's put these over into the canner. And this is what I'm going to do. And I'll be back when I get closer to filling this all the way up. Did y'all know that you do not have to sterilize your jars when you use the pressure canner? It takes care of all that during the process, which is nice. We're starting to get down to the bottom. Some people, they don't can their broth full strength. They weaken it down because it's pretty strong sometimes. But I don't like to weaken mine down. I like to go full strength. We have a stray cat that came up that I need to find a home for. He's a tomcat. He needs to be fixed, so I'm going to call Animal Alliance around here. Sometimes we'll neuter stray cats for like 25 bucks. I don't know if they're still doing that since the virus or not. But I need to call them. And maybe I can find him a home that way. Neighbors, yard man's out. If you hear a funny noise, it's the neighbor's yard man. This is my last one. It's gonna fill up my pressure canner. Whoop whoop. We have just a little bit left for a hot cup of bone broth on this cold day, and it is chilly. we had a frost last night already in South Texas. It's nice. Makes it feel like Christmas. Okay. A little vinegar. This on and in the pressure canner. Fingertip tight. My grandson came in just a minute ago and his girlfriend's coming over and they're gonna watch movies. Can I take the little bit of vinegar that I had left and it goes right in there. It helps with the hard water deposits, you know, on the side of the canner. So let's put our lid on, line up little arrows right here. Push down and turn. And turn up the heat a little here. And we'll get it going. I'll be back, show y'all what to do. I take this opportunity while I'm waiting for my canner to come up to pressure to clean my kitchen up a little bit. Seems to work out pretty good that way. Well, it's been strange not having family over. Whoop, you hear that? Sounds like a jet airplane. That's the neighbors. I forgot Tuesday is his day for the people to come and do his lawn. We do our lawn and then the neighbor that lives on the other side of us lawn. Okay, see my little lock popped up and we got our steam venting out. So I set my timer for 10 minutes. We'll let it vent for 10 minutes and then we'll come back and we'll put our weight on. That's our 10-minute timer. We're going to turn it off. We'll take our 10 pounds of pressure and we're going to put it on our pressure canner. Now we're going to bring it up to 11 pounds of pressure. Okay, I think it's iced tea time. Starting to get a little thirsty. I make up my iced tea in my old Hawaiian punch. The big glass jar I had that I made my tea up in cracked. I saved my lid off of my cheese. It fits perfectly on the mason jars and you just pop it open and stick your straw in. I also made a little light. I took my mason jar and I had a small string of Christmas lights and I wrapped some tinsel around it and stuffed it in, and then I just ran the plug out right here to plug it into the wall, and it also vents the heat out, you know, and it made a cute little light. I'll have to show it to y'all. It's a little light I made. See how the wire comes out there and you plug it in? I'll leave it on as a night light. It's cute. Pressure's starting to build. Reached our 11 pounds of pressure and we're running it for 25 minutes. So we'll be back. We're 3 today and it's running steady at 11 pounds and we got completed and we turned off the fire and we're letting our pressure drop down to 0 and then we'll take off our weight. Almost there. We're at 0 but our lock has not dropped and you can still hear the hissing. So the pressure's not dropped yet completely. Okay, the lock's dropped, so let's take off the weight and take off the top. All right, let's open this up. Okay, I'm gonna open my lid away from me so all the steam goes to the back. Let's just set this lid down for a couple of minutes and then we'll take it all the way off and pull our jars out. Okay, just lift the lid off completely. Sorry about that. Set it down there and let's get these out of the canner. Okay, y'all know the routine. Take them out, put them on a towel, because you don't want to take them out and put them on a direct cold surface. The shock could break the jars. We're going to put them on here. We're going to let them set for 24 hours and not touch them. And what you want to hear now is you want to hear your jars ping. And that's when this seal sucks in and it seals down tight. And that should start happening before long. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty, pretty. Some good eating right there. Good for you.